What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Party Chat. This is my co-host, Ben.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Party Chat.
And that was great. A little call and response there. We are sitting with a Call of Duty voice acting legend.
Let's go.
The voice of everyone's favorite British right-hand man, Ghost. We are with Jeff Leach, everybody.
Sweet. Thank you. One of the voices. Yes. One of the voices, I should say. There have been 3 ghosts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually going to be my first question, which is, there are 3 different ghosts.
Yeah, there was the OG, Craig Fairbrass, who did the first trilogy. Then I was the new ghost with the new iteration for Modern Warfare 2019, Warzone 1, and Call of Duty Mobile. And now Sam Rukin does the role for the last 2.
Okay. Does it feel like the Spider-Man universe where you're like...
I get it would be like you're trying to recreate the moment where we're all pointing at each other, but the other 2 guys are too busy, I think. Craig's, in England, being a top man. And in a lot of movies, he's done very well. He's had a great career. And Sam has been working on COD, I guess,
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, this show is called Party Chat. This is the Party Chat button. Every time we hit the button, we're going to hit you with a new question.
Love that, yes.
All right. You want to hit the button first, Ben?
Absolutely.
That was crazy. Okay.
All right, Jeff.
There's a reaction.
So you're Ghost in Call of Duty 2019. Can you walk us through the audition process and what kind of lines you had to read? What that was exactly?
Sure, yeah. It was a love scene between Ghost and Soap. There was nudity, and
This is a joke.
It is a joke. Come on, man. I've been voiceover auditions for voiceover work like that. Often, and I did a bit of mocap, so they did want to see me physically, but they normally it's just sitting in a booth at home recording on my own in a room that smells of farts. Do you know what I mean? Just literally at home, me and my dog. Is it my dog's farts? Are they my farts? A little mixture of both, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's the perfect essence.
Can we see a snippet? Like, how do you get into war? How do you get into like war character?
I mean, Ghost as a character, for me, he was me. Yeah. I always try and pull apart myself into any of the characters I do, whether it's like a serial killer like Jack the Ripper on Netflix, or if it's Ghost, a military man such as Simon Riley. So I channeled really the part of myself that is most efficient, which is normally when I'm heightened, angry, and need to get the job done.
Yeah.
So when I'm annoyed, that's how I talk. This is like, I'm pissed off. Ben, what the fuck are you doing in that jacket?
Oh, I feel.
So I take that rage, I take that voice, that gravel, I just bring it down and calm it. So now I'm getting the job done, but I'm still me, still a part of me. It's just taking that gravelly,
You have these...
intentional part.
Nice.
Making it my default.
We've interviewed some voice actors. You, out of the gates, are the most... You sound like the voice... You sound like the character you play in real life every day more than anyone ever.
Yeah. Especially just now. I almost had a road rage incident. So I was like pretty much ghosted.
Oh, so I'm driving.
I had the mask on. It freaked out.
I'm driving and I roll down and I see the Ghost meme in real life.
Yeah. And he's wearing a dangly earring and floppy hair. And you're like, hang on a second.
So, I mean, you got the British accent. You got the voice. Do people ever recognize that you are Ghost from Call of Duty?
Yeah, I had a kid at a checkout once lose his mind. He was like, beep, beep, but taking me out at a Walmart. And and I was like, thanks very much, mate. And he was like, looked at me and he was like, oh, yeah, no worries. Do you need anything else? I was like, no, I'm good today. And he's like, bro, this is going to sound weird, but you sound exactly like Ghost from this video game that I played, the Call of Duty. Well, I was like, nice. I said, I don't know what that is. And then when I walked away, I was like, stay frosty, soldier. He was like,
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was into it, yeah.
What would you say your demographic is? Like when you see...
When we think, I used to think it was just like teenage boys, do you know what I mean? It'd be a lot of young men, because I'm a gamer. I played CODs for 2 years religiously, going from like the worst player to the top 0% in North America. And that was who I was playing with. That's who I'm hearing screaming down DEFCONs. But I found that there's I have a huge gay following. There's a huge
that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of gay fan fiction about Ghost and Ghost and Price.
Oh,
so when I did a podcast with the actor who voices Price once, and all the comments were pretty much just like, "When are you guys gonna kiss?"
That is a crazy community. Yeah, people don't know about.
Exactly. And then I mean, from the game, it was mostly male, but there's a lot of ladies who love a bit of Ghost as well.
I'm at the button. Earlier last year, the Ghost meme went viral of Ghost riding in the car staring blankly. Are you familiar with it?
I am. Yeah. The little side eye.
Yeah, so what is your reaction to it? Did you enjoy it? Were you loving it?
I love seeing all the memes. I think it's nice when people celebrate the community, and when I don't know, not all voice actors like to dive into the projects they do. You know, they do the job and then they're out. For me, especially, Ghost was such a special role, and I enjoyed so much meeting the vast array of different people that have come to me since then. A huge veteran community, you know, lots of youngsters looking up to this icon, and having an opportunity to reveal some of my some of the work I'm doing on myself that I hope other young people might want to do as well. You know, as a great. But yeah, the memes for me is a beautiful little funny way to kind of celebrate the more ridiculous moments of a video game. And there are always ridiculous moments in a video game.
Yes.
Especially when you're playing a bloke who's walking around with a mask on 24/7. Like, come on, who's doing that really down in the AO? If you're wearing a mask into combat, that you can barely see anything out the sides. This seems counterintuitive a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a maniac.
Yes. So
That's why he's so beloved, though, you know.
That's it. He only ever looks forwards. That's what it is. Gets the job done. Yeah. Yeah, which is ironic that meme was him side-eyeing.
Yeah.
The director didn't see anything anyway. He was just trying to check his mask was still there.
He's just zoning.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, it's my that stupid mask I wear every day.
We're all very familiar with the tough, strong side of Ghost, but what's one of Ghost's insecurities?
The character or mine?
The character.
Okay, the character. I mean, he's a lonely chap. If you go into the lore, this is one for the real gamers, if you play the original franchise, there was a comic book that came with it. I got a copy of that comic book from the original artist sent to me. I had to dig him down, find him out online, and dig him out. And Ghost, his whole family was basically slaughtered and taken from him. So he's a very lonely boy. So I think he probably has like secret teddy bears at home. He's got a little stuffed Price, a little stuffed soap, and he kisses them each before bed, just gently on the forehead. Gross.
It's very sweet.
I have a lore question to follow up on that for the hardcore gamers. So a lot of people are wondering how old Ghost is, because some people think he was born in 1993 or 1997, but apparently there's an Easter egg when you recover his dog tag that he was born in 2011.
Right, yeah.
Do you know anything about that? Was that just a glitch?
He's 13 years old. That's what it's been the entire time. Ghost is actually two children standing on each other's shoulders in the fucking outfit. That's it, yeah. So, I don't know, man. I've got no idea what that is. I mean, one of the developers was obviously taking a smoke break that day and forgot to update it. Well, just leave that and see if anyone noticed it. Yeah. They're up to stakes in video games. People, don't often realize there are things that go in and they go, what does it mean? Everyone online wants to work out the backstory and the lore of every tiny little sign and stuff.
Exactly.
Without understanding that there's also 1,000 people working on that game who have put in thousands and thousands of hours. And sometimes people just get a little tired and press the wrong button. And that goes through, and they never ever see that again.
Yeah. Are there any mistakes that come to your mind, like being behind the scenes? Any things that got through?
Warzone 2, that was a mistake, wasn't it? The entire fucking game. I pissed that. Like, Warzone 1 was pretty fun to play. Yeah. After the dance, it all went downhill. Well, we had, I guess the island was pretty fun as well. Rebirth Island was pretty fun.
That's what I was going to ask you. So you said you played a lot of Call of Duty then.
Dude, for the 2 years after the release in 2019 until 2021, I played every single day for anywhere between 8 to 14 hours a day. Wow. I was streaming the game. Cool. I was hosting esports tournaments for the US Air Force, for a bunch of charities. Yeah. Became an ambassador for some kids charities in the world of gaming and military personnel called Gold Star Gamers. I got really into it. My entire life was COD for 2 years. And then I realized how deeply unhealthy that was for my mental health. But yeah, I did go from I was a complete newbie. I was an absolute bot. I couldn't hit anything. And then 2 years later, I was playing the top 0% in North America, which I know only puts me in the top million players maybe, or 500,000, 600,000. But out of 100,
that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Because a lot of voice actors and people, they'll do their job and they won't even know where it goes. And
I get that, because you know what? Voice acting as well, it really doesn't make a lot of money. People sometimes go, these actors probably play so much that, they're the face of an iconic character. it probably, after all my manager and agents took all their fees, I might have got like $7,000 from that job. Do you know what I mean? From doing Ghost. Yeah. But I turned that into a good salary by doing all of the surrounding stuff, by connecting in the community, and streaming the game as well. So I think if actors dive into the fandom of any of their jobs, whether you're on Star Trek, Star Trek, Call of Duty, whatever you happen to be in, the love is voracious from the audience, and you can actually do very well as build out your fan base and really connect with them. But most people don't. They're like, let me get the next job because that paid 2 months rent. So, I better find another job.
No, that's really smart. Yeah, diving in and doing all that. Ben, you got one?
I got a bunch.
All right, go ahead.
Hit that button, bro.
In character, Ghost, what's your favorite spot in Verdansk?
Oh, shit. All right, well, I've got to think about the various operations I've run down in the AO down there. I'll tell you what, I do always love a sweaty drop. I'll tell you a place that has a very special place in my heart, personally, and I'll explain why. It's not as happy, it's not as laughter-inducing as you think it is. One of a good soldier, we lost a good soldier a few years ago, a guy called Alex Korm. Alex Olsen, his real name was, or Korm in games, gamer tag. And he was a member of my community. And unfortunately, he passed away, had a blood clot, and suddenly died, aged 30. So we set up a lobby, me and the rest of the boys, we all got on top of the stadium back when it was open up at the beat, after the top opened. And we had 100 gun salute, bullet salute on the roof, with 100 people lining the stadium.
No way.
Yeah, for Korm. So that place holds a very special place in my heart.
What was his
name? Makes me Alex Olsen, or Korm was his gamer tag.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Korm. So that holds a special place for me. And then also it's the sweatiest drop. I love just dropping down at the beginning and, dropping 15 bodies before we even get started. So let's get stadium. You can't go wrong with a bit of stadium.
I can just tell, I guess I didn't realize how passionate you were about the community. And
mate.
The game.
And so am. I still how sweaty you are. Very sweaty.
What, in game or just out player? Or right now?
In game.
I thought I got a little powder on. What are you talking about? I shouldn't be glistening at all. Yeah, man, I loved it. I love playing the game. I love the community. And it led me to doing all these things with veteran community. So I do a bunch of stuff with the US vets in Las Vegas.
Was Alex a vet or no?
Alex Korm, no, he wasn't. No. Alex Olsen wasn't, no. But I have got a lot of vets. Half of my moderation team were all vets.
That's so interesting because you're from Britain, right?
London, yeah.
From London.
I'm supporting the American
So
military.
you're more supporting the American military. So talk about that. Like how, I guess, did the game just get you passionate about American military or like...
You know what it is?
What's that like?
I had a lot of friends in the military back in the UK, and I think I always, that lifestyle always spoke to me. If I lived a different life, I think I probably would have been in the military anyway.
Yeah.
So I connect with a lot of those people. In the States, there's so many people, once they leave their military service, who are kind of left by the wayside. And for me, those people see the world very similarly to I do. They might suffer from PTSD or depression, which I've sort of navigated those things. They might have addictions, which again, I've navigated and I talk a lot about on my stream, which is what brought that community to me.
That's cool.
Once you connect with those guys, once you connect with vets, you understand how fucked up their lives have been.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to want to assist and support them.
Yeah.
They also got some inspiring stories. So that's the best part of me. Best part of the experience for me is finding out these post-traumatic success stories, as you guys have, rather than just the issues.
It is interesting to think about. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, man, I need a cup of coffee to get through my day of podcasting and sitting in air conditioning and working on a laptop. Like, imagine, it's like what people what people do to get through those things.
Similar dudes, bro. They do the same shit. They listen to your podcast and they have a coffee for real. They got consoles on the front line, guys. One of the guys that I used to play with regularly would be like playing with me and then be like, bro, I've got to drop out. We're mobilizing. I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like playing on a bass. So yeah. So
his brother is actually an Army Ranger.
Oh really? Yeah, fucking tough, mate. Rangers are like serious.
Rangers, I'm tough for, buddy.
That's not true, Benjamin.
My brother. Not than the...
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah. I bet he's real scared of you, that Oldham jacket of yours. No, I think Rangers are tough as nails, mate.
Yeah.
I know people...
He is nasty, yeah. I was kidding, yeah. He could beat my ass. He's nasty with...
I was I mean, I still am friends with a couple of guys. One of the things I did in the lead up to Ghost, to really learn about the character, is I chatted to a guy called Christian Craighead. But I don't know if you know him. He had a skin in the game, which was like where they had the bandana covering his face, and Send Me was the big meme that was online. This guy went into some terrorist situation where they kidnapped an entire hotel full of employees and people who were staying there in Turkey, I think. And he went in there single-handedly. This guy was SAS, and went in and just like took out all of the enemies and saved all people. And he became this big famous meme. And he revealed his face a few years ago. Me and him connected, and I talked to him all about his life, what it was like to serve in the military, to really understand this, you know.
Dude, I've played. Have you ever played paintball before?
Yeah.
I'm like in a paintball field, afraid to get hit by a paintball. I can't imagine going into like a building.
Yeah, you need to work on that.
You
might not. The military.
it's not for me. That's
the military conflict is not your bag.
Much braver men than me.
And you know what, dude? You should get out there and do the real training. I do like CQB courses now and advanced firearm courses. There's people like Kawa 2 Alpha, who is like one of the top training instructors. He trains all of the SWAT teams. He trains a bunch of special ops guys as well. Get out there and do it for real, man. It's fun. It's great learning that sight lines and knowing not to tag your partner, and
yes,
learning how to clear a building single-handedly or in a duo is exciting
great
stuff.
So, you want to go?
Yeah, I have a question. We're talking about ghosts a lot, and I feel like people probably know the parts of you that are similar to your character Ghost.
Sure.
What are some of the like parts or things about you that people may not know or fans may not know if all they did was just play the game Call of Duty? Like, what are some things you want?
If they never watched the streams, but they were just playing the game.
Yeah, like what do you want people to know about you, and what are some things you're up to, and things like that?
I'm going to repeat what most of my viewers said to me over the course of getting to know me, and the people who now still follow my career and yell out I'm not streaming anymore. They said, we came for the Ghost, but we stayed for Jeff because you're so transparent. So that was my thing. I learned a few years ago in entertainment, you can either go through your life pretending to be the perfect entertainment guy at all times, or be human. You're going to make mistakes, and when you do, own them,
right?
And be upfront and honest about them, because it might help someone else who's navigating something similar. So I talked about my alcoholism. I talked about, I'm 5.5 years sober now. I talked about,
let's go.
Thanks, man. I talked about navigating depression and being free from that a couple of years ago. I've talked about my journey through therapy and stuff. That's the part that I think is more interesting than being a bloke shouting Molotov out, as fun as that is.
Yeah, it is pretty fun.
And I think that's what brought a lot of my fans to me was, all right, we came because you got a cool voice and I want to see who's my icon, who plays that guy.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, here's a real human being who's like revealing that life is not always peachy, even when you are the face of a very famous character, or you are seemingly doing great things in the world of entertainment. Because no one's really thriving all the time.
Right.
We just pretend. And I think that needs to stop, man.
Dude, I agree. That's awesome. Come on with some heat today. All right.
Too heartfelt, isn't it? It's too heartfelt.
No, it's right.
Give us a tagline.
Ghost, what is your greatest line of all time?
Favorite line in the game would definitely be, I'll smash your fucking head in, you slag.
And I even spat on your microphone just to make it real.
Wow, yeah, I felt that. I thought you might say stay frosty.
Nah, staying frosty. Everyone can stay frosty. But how many people can smash your fucking head in?
That's true.
Slack.
I was going to say, if you said stay frosty, I was going to recommend, and maybe you've done this.
Bravo 6.
You need to go.
Lights.
Oh, that's a classic.
But that's not even Ghost line.
That's what I said.
Everyone else said, they say, do the line. I'm like, what? Stay frosty, Ghost out. And they're like, no. Bravo 6 going down. I'm like, that's not even mine, bro.
Captain Price. Yeah.
Spice.
I was going to say you need to go to Wendy's and say,
and do orders at the drive-thru.
give me a frosty.
Yeah, let me get a nice little frosty. Make it chocolates.
Give me a
Fuck Sprite, I'll smash your fucking head in, you slag.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you make it.
Sorry, sir, we're not surfing. You're very aggressive. Yeah.
All right. You also do a little bit of stand-up comedy, right? Or you have?
That's what brought me to America, mate. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you told some jokes in-game as Ghost, right?
Yeah.
There's a few one-line. Did you add that in yourself? Was that...
Yeah, in the recording room, when we did the original lines, they gave me a little bit of freedom in the booth to play around with some stuff, and I got to re-British-fize some stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like they had some lines that didn't sound exactly like they should have done in that voice of that character. So yeah, I got to play around a little bit, but God, it was 5 years ago now, or 4 years ago.
Could you try doing these ghost lines in an American accent?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I have some for you.
As Ghost, but an American Ghost.
Yeah, an American ghost.
So instead of down here, okay. UAV recon standing by.
I just sound like Woods now, don't I?
Defend object at Alpha. Enemy recon overhead. Friendly airdrop inbound.
Dude, this is cursed.
I've got your 6. I'm watching your 6. I'm stroking your Sims. Let me massage those shoulders, soldier. LC said drop here.
Your 6 is looking thick today.
Oh, that's a juicy 6, bro. You play Fortnite? Because I can tell. Secure Charlie.
How many accents can you do?
A lot, yeah.
That's
why
really-
it's in a lot of voice work, actually, is I can do kind of stuff from all over the world, Australians and Scottish and...
Can Americans? I can't. I'm not going to do it. It's the most annoying thing when Americans try to do British accents. But
It's even worse when Australians try and do them. See the boys.
oh,
See the boys. An amazing actor, Keith Urban, but that accent, I've loved that season, that series, The Boys, so much.
Yeah.
But every time he speaks in his British accent, his Cockney accent, it deeply upsets me, and I can feel my Cockney father rolling in his grave with a little can of jelly deals in his hand, because that's a very Cockney thing.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
that is.
You know what jelly deals are?
No, what is that?
Oh, it's a very Cockney, East London Cockney snap. So it's gross.
What
it's
is
basically eel in jelly. Yeah, cold eels in jelly.
That's like the blood sausage or whatever.
Exactly. It's literally like poor people's food, because at that time, like East London was the poverty-stricken area. So if you were Cockney, you were poor. My dad was poor growing up. My grandpa was poor. I had a working class to middle class upbringing.
Yeah.
But that's what they ate, like pigs, trotters, and jelly deals and things like that, just cheap.
Do you like root beer?
I do like a bit of root beer.
Okay, because that's one thing that Australians hate that Americans love.
Oh, really?
That's like our thing.
You know the difference between like a British accent and an Australian accent?
I do not.
You can tell that Australians, they go up at the end of every sentence, even if it's not even a fucking question. They just had that inflection. So you can tell if you're talking to an Aussie, because they actually go up at the end of a sentence, even if it's not a question. That's a good way to tell.
Well,
That's super interesting.
And that's for every one of the fucking Uber drivers in this city who's called me Australian. Listen.
that's hilarious.
So we as Americans have had so many instances where we watch a TV show and then we find out our favorite actor is British.
Right.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
Does that happen to British people? Americans that are...
Wait, Holander. He's British as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But does that ever happen with British people, or can you always detect when an American's trying to do a British accent?
Pretty much every time.
That's crazy.
Pretty much.
No one can nail it?
And on the times where I haven't known, hands down, like I give all praise to those actors, but
Yeah.
they are very few and far between. We just I don't know. I don't know why Americans struggle with the British accent. Maybe because we digest so much American content.
Yeah.
For me to slip into an American accent, it's not that difficult. It's not that hard. It's even easier if it's like a Southern accent, man. That's even easier for a British person, because I think there's more musicality to it. So we hear like that. We listen like that. We hear that.
Dude, that is really good story.
But for but for
It's like a realistic...
the other way around, you don't watch a lot of British stuff in America. It's mostly American content.
That makes sense.
That's probably why.
All right, go ahead, man.
They're just lazy.
True. Let's see. What do we got? I'm asking you this because not only are you in the game,
Right.
but you played the game pretty aggressively. What is the greatest clip in Call of Duty history?
It's hard to know what's a great clip anymore, man, because all these fucking streamers are using aimbot and various cheats.
Yeah,
so many of the biggest gamers, biggest streamers, biggest players have been caught for using various cheats. They're like, what's real anymore? What's real in terms of a clip? I don't know. I prefer the funny moments.
We were caught in the biggest drama.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
We'll get back to that question. Sorry, Ben.
Who was it? Wait, who was? Oh, we'll get to that in a sec. Okay.
So there was a certain player. There was a certain... Well, Ali was...
Tell me afterwards.
We'll
We'll
get
tell you
to-
afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah.
afterwards.
So, my favorite clips and my favorite moments in the game have nothing to do with gameplay elements. 180 no scoping doesn't impress you anymore. People use hacks, they use cheats, they use wall hacks, they use aimbot. But what I love is when people use in-game comms an area chat and team up together or do something ridiculous. So I love seeing a bunch of players climb on top of a vehicle and drive around the city, starting a dance party with people. That to me makes me so joyful because it's like, it's something within the game that was never meant to happen within the game.
Yeah.
You know, similar to that little 100 bullet gun salute on top of the stadium for my friend. That was like something that's never happened before in game.
That's awesome. It reminds me of Stone Mountain. Have you seen him?
I do. I used to play with Stone Mountain an awful lot when I streamed the game. Yeah.
Did you ever Did you go into character on stream?
Oh yeah. The first time he and I played together, he's got one of his top trending videos actually.
Yeah.
And Tomographic as well, who's a British content creator. We played together, and I did it all as Ghost in game.
Your CO? Or...
Yeah, he's the CO. Yeah, exactly. We both had that megaphone, voice effects that we were both using, and we used to play with different people in character. It was great.
And they'd freak out.
Yeah, and then there was another guy called Schaefer Bates, who's an impersonator. He does a lot of voice work as well. And we played a whole day as Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart, Gandalf and Jean-Luc Picard. Because we can both do the voices, we played the whole way through. Just, I say, Frodo, let's get down to the ground. And it was amazing because we'd have randoms join our team. It's fun.
Are you really the guy? So what's going on? You Gandalf?
Look, I am young hobbits since run. They're on our 6. It was a beautiful experience. So.
That's awesome.
Dropping out on my mark. I need you on my 6. Keep your head on a swivel.
Not bad. You did sound constipated a little bit.
I'm gonna shit my 6.
You did that. I did about to shit directly out your 6. All right, let's see yours.
What can it...
Dropping hot on my mark. Dropping hot. I need you on my 6. Keep your eyes on the swivel.
Dropping on my mark. Keep your eyes on the 6. Keep your eyes on the swivel.
What the fuck was that? You can't even speak, my friend. No, can you not do the cat?
that was pretty good.
I think you should start with just trying to say words. That would be a great first mark.
I got halfway through and sped it up, and I was like, "Oh, I think that was good."
All right, let's hear the real
Give
one.
me the real one. All right, we're dropping hot on my mark. Now I need you on my 6. Keep your eyes on a swivel. There we go.
That's great. Let's go. All right, you're up.
Ghost, I need you to do as many voice lines as you can in 30 seconds. Ready, set, go.
UAV overhead. Molotov out. On my 6. Keep your eyes on a swivel. I'll smash your fucking head in, you slag. So, on me. Price, where are ya?
Oh shit, I'm running out. Secure the objective.
Secure the objective. Objective B secured. Objective C secured. Objective A secured. Soap, please wash my back more gently.
That's in the DLC.
Us.
Actually, I might have just made that one up. Now, Neil Elise is a very attractive man.
Going off of that, obviously Ghost and Soap are so close in the game, and it's heartbreaking what happens to Soap. If you can, in character, Ghost, can you please just tell us how much you miss Soap?
Maybe once in a man's life, you meet another man who speaks to your son. A man you can trust, even in the wildest of firefights. A man you think about when no one else is thinking about you. And that man is Soap. Stupid fucking name though, innit?
That's incredible. That's really good. You're going to have to cook up that edit, Josh.
There's a romance.
I got one.
Oh, it's flying around.
So Shotzi, he's an Optic player on a Call of Duty roster. He just won Controller Player of the Year at the Esports Awards. I was wondering if you could congratulate Shotzi.
Shatsy.
Yeah.
Of course I can. Shatsy, mate, congratulations. Jeff Leach here, one of the voices of Ghosts from Modern Warfare 1 or Warzone 1. Just wanted to say, man, I'm proud of what you've done. You've dedicated your life to sitting behind a desk, getting hemorrhoids, making 11-year-olds rage, and that is the most valuable use of any young man's time. Probably a millionaire as well, so I'm sure you don't give a fuck. Congrats, mate. Stay frosty, yeah? Ghost out.
Sure. That's great.
I only have a couple more left here.
Yeah, I got one more.
All right. So Grady and I just recently interviewed Jeff Steitzer, who voiced the multiplayer host in Halo.
I saw that. I love that.
Kill.
Yeah.
Double kill.
Yeah, exactly. And we asked
Kill streak.
So we asked him if there are any lines that he wanted to put in the game, or that the staff like cooked up, and then it just
What was his?
didn't make the cut. And so around that time was when Dick Cheney shot his friend in the hunting accident.
Okay.
And he said he came up with it, but when you would accidentally friendly fire,
Right.
it would 1 in 1,000 Easter egg kind of thing. It would say Cheney Mania, but it didn't make the cut.
I like that. That's awesome.
Is there anything in Call of Duty or not in Call of Duty that you really wanted to put in, or that people don't talk about enough?
God. So I'm a massive dog lover. I've got a little dog of my own called Mix. Oh yeah, I've got well, she's not little. She's like 70 pounds. She's a Rottweiler pit bully mix, but she's very soft. Yeah, Nixie. So I love my dog, and I know that Ghost in the comics and in the story in the lore, he loves his dog Riley. But I feel like Riley didn't have enough of a feature. They missed the trick there. They should have done more dog-related content, because everyone loves a doggo in a video game.
Absolutely.
So I was hoping that maybe like every time Ghost completes an execution, or 1 in every 100 of times he does it, and someone gets chewed up, you can sort of say, that'll be a nice snack for Riley later on. I feel like they could have built more things around their dog.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Everyone does love dogs in video games. That's not it. Everyone just loves dogs.
We love pets in video games, you know?
That's true.
Damn it.
Wait, sorry, one more going off of that. But what is the greatest voice line in video game history?
Finish him.
It's the most iconic. One of the most iconics.
Yeah, that's
One of the most iconics. One of the most iconic.
Yeah, it is. I think Bravo 6 Going Dark is up there.
It's up there, but I mean,
Finish him.
has been there since the dawn of fucking time. I think that finishing came before video games were invented. I'm pretty certain that already existed.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's timeless.
It's timeless. In fact, at the inception of the universe itself, when Earth and the rest of the cosmos was being created, that was the sound. When that big bang and everything came into being, and all those stars shot out endlessly throughout the infinite cosmos. If you listen really closely, you could just hear a gentle finish out, and it lives on. Yeah. And then the game came about 4 billion years later.
And then every time it like thunders out, you can kind of hear like really closely like, get over here.
Yeah, that happens at the end of the universe. When Trump and fucking Kim Jong-un and Booty hit all those red buttons, that's what we hear.
Oh, God.
All right, so I'm going to show you professional Call of Duty players
Amazing.
based off how they look.
And I have to pick which ones are using hacks.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you a pro Call of Duty player. You tell me.
And shall I rate them as if I'm Ghost and they're coming in for recruitment?
Yeah.
Let's do that. All right.
All right.
Soldiers, we've got plenty of new recruits lined up. Obviously, the CO's going to show me the intel here. Let me have a look through here. All right, first guy, Scump, plays for Optic, Texas. He looks like he'd probably be better suited to the Air Force, sorry. Nice glasses, though. Now we're talking. All right, here we go. What's this guy's name?
Shotzi.
Oh, this is Shotzi. Shotzi, good morale. He's stocky. He's got some solid shoulders. I can see him carrying a pack. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Definitely would make it through the base training. Ah, well, come on, of course. Tim the Tap Man. 100% would sign him up. He keep morale good, I think, amongst the group. He's also a solid unit, quite a thick, juicy boy. So I'd probably give Tim the Tap Man a solid 8 out of 10. Definitely would have him in the squad. Oh, Aiden, what? Now, listen, I happen to know that Aiden is a fucking laser beat. So I'd give him a sniper, I'd sit him up in a tower and let him do the rest.
That's awesome.
He's a 9 out of 10, definitely in the squads. Swag by name, swag by nature. I mean, he's got go faster stripes shaved into the side of his head, so you know he can move down in the AO. 7 out of 10, definitely would sign him up, although I feel like his head might be a target.
You are a traveler of all Call of Duty maps.
Sure.
What is the greatest Call of Duty map of all time?
Oh.
I mean, it's got to be classic Verdansk to me. I love Verdansk.
Me too.
When it first came out, prime Warzone, prime Call of Duty, I'll fight anyone on this. Verdansk, Halloween, the first Halloween event.
That was so fun.
It's the best time for Call of Duty. It was mind-blowing.
Yeah,
The map was solid. They were doing things regularly with it. That was the first big, different, exciting event. that really changed the shape of it. So that was great. And then also I love a bit of Rebirth on. And once you're a real sweat, Rebirth is non-stop action. And I like that.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I got one more.
Caldera can suck a dick.
I don't
get you.
I have one more. Do you think that Fortnite copied Ghost with the Skull Trooper skin?
I think Fortnite have been incredibly shrewd with all of their business dealings. So they have a lot of skins that either directly or by association remind you of other things, you know.
Yeah.
They're clever with their business, but their legal department is even more clever.
If Ghost was in Fortnite and you voiced Ghost in Fortnite, what would that voice sound like?
Ghost in Fortnite.
Yeah.
So obviously Fortnite tend to take a concept and cartoonify it a little bit. So I guess if you took Ghost, real Ghost, serious, dark, mysterious, violence, and put him into Fortnite, he'd be a little more like this. He'd be funny and playful. He'd be a little bit like the Child Snatcher in that old fucking movie. Do you remember the Child Snatcher from whatever kids movie that was? Yeah, like that, yeah. On my 6, or I'm coming for your colonies. We're very dark.
Have you heard the #1 victory royale? Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. You know?
No.
Nah, shit.
Sorry, I don't know what I mean. I even stopped playing Fortnite. Bro, I haven't streamed for 2 years.
Damn.
Sorry.
Well, anything you want to plug? Or you have any more questions?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you have anything you want to plug or tell people what you're up to now, where to follow you, how to support you?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a bunch of things. There's I'll try and surmise it. So I've got a comedy special that's available to everyone on YouTube right now. It's called Jeff Leach Presents a Comedy Spectacular. It's had about 300,000 views. It's working on it, so go and give it one more. That'd be nice. I've got a podcast weekly called Show Me Your Feed Pod, which is very funny, where we get celebrity comedians to come on. We talk about their social media feeds. And then this year, very excitingly, I've got over 2025 a movie, a TV series, an animated series, and 5 AAA video games coming out. Some of the biggest games that I've ever done in my entire life. I can't tell you anything more about those because then I will get fired. So keep your eyes peeled on my socials at Jeff Leach over 2025, and yeah, I'll be joining some of your other favorite franchises very soon.
Whoa, let's go, Jet. You want to sign us out?
Sure. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to do it? How to sign off? Oh, okay. Just to see. All right, these have been the lads. I've been Ghost. This has been Party Chat. See you next time. Stay frosty, yeah? Ghost out.